Hello, everyone. Welcome to Story Time. I'm so glad to see you here today. Ready for our song? Open and shut them, open and shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them, open and shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them. Right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Open and shut them, open and shut them. To your shoulders fly. Then like little birdies let them flutter to the sky. Falling, 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 almost to the ground, ground, ground. Quickly pick them up again and turn them round and round. Faster, 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 faster. Slower, 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 slower. Faster, 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 faster. Clap. So, since there's a special holiday happening this week, I thought I would read you books about that. And what is that holiday? Thanksgiving. So the first book I'm going to read for you today is Thanksgiving Day, written by Anne Rockwell and illustrated by Lizzie Rockwell. Thanksgiving Day. Do you know why we celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you know why we always eat turkey, cornbread, and cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving? I do. I learned why in school. Our teacher, Mrs. Madoff, read us the story of the first Thanksgiving. I like that story. We learned about the Wampanoag people who were already in this land and the Pilgrims who came across the sea from England. Pilgrim men wore tall black hats with silver buckles, and Pilgrim women wore white caps. Wampanoag people wore leather headbands with feathers in them. After the story, we put on a play. I went first. I was the ship called the Mayflower. I told how I was thankful that I tossed and rolled some more, but didn't sink in the big waves far out at sea. Evan was a Wampanoag named Samoset. He was thankful for all the wild turkeys that lived in the land his people called Massachusetts. He told how one day he saw the Mayflower sailing toward his land. Sarah told how all the Pilgrims were thankful when they finally reached land. They named a big rock Plymouth Rock after the place they came from in England. They saw lots of wild cranberries growing. That's why we eat cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving, Sarah said. Nicholas told how he was thankful for forests full of trees. The Pilgrims chopped them down to build warm houses. Pablo was Squanto. He was thankful that all the kernels of corn that the Wampanoag people planted sprouted and grew tall and green. Sam was thankful that Squanto told him wild turkeys were good to eat and taught him how to hunt them. The Pilgrims have never seen a wild turkey in England. They'd never tasted one either. It was delicious. Michiko was thankful that she and all the other Pilgrims were greeted kindly by the Wampanoag people who shared the land with them. Kate was thankful her new neighbors were peaceful Pilgrims looking for a new land to live in, and not mean people looking for someone to fight with. Jessica was thankful that the beautiful land of Massachusetts had enough good things for everyone. Evelyn was Chief Massaoit. She told the Wampanoag and Pilgrim people, she told how the Wampanoag and Pilgrim people shared their harvest feast one autumn day. That was the first Thanksgiving. It's a story we'll never forget. It's something we will celebrate every year. Today is our Thanksgiving holiday. We don't go to school or work today. Instead, we celebrate and are thankful at home. We eat turkey, cornbread, and cranberry sauce. We invite our family, friends, and neighbors to share our feast, just as the Pilgrims and Wampanoag people did. The end. Our second story is called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." Written and illustrated by Dave Pilkey. This is a very silly story, and I love to read it every year before Thanksgiving. "'Twas the night before Thanksgiving. 'Twas the day before Thanksgiving, and all through the trees the fall leaves were spinning aloft in the breeze. 8 children had boarded their school bus with grins in hopes that a field trip soon would begin. They sang as they rode through the autumn terrains, while visions of drumsticks danced in their brains. O'er rivers, through woods with winding and weaves, their school bus sailed on through the new fallen leaves. When out on the road there arose such a clatter, they threw down their windows to see what was the matter. When what with their wandering eyes should they see but a miniature farm and 8 tiny turkey, and a little old man so lively and rugged, they knew in a moment it was Farmer McNugget. He was dressed all in denim from his head to his toe, with a pinch of polyester and a dash of Velcro. And then in a twinkling they heard in the straw the prancing and pawing of each little claw. More rapid than chickens his cockerels they came, he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Ollie, now Stanley, now Larry and Moe, on Wally, on Beaver, on Shemp and Groucho. The turkeys were chunky with smiley beaked faces, and they greeted the children with downy embraces. So out through the barnyard they ran and they flew, and they gobbled and giggled as friends sometimes do. Then somebody spotted an axe by the door, and she asked Farmer Nugget what it was for. With a blink of his eye and a twist of his head, the old farmer told a grim tale of dread. "Tonight," said McNugget, "these feathery beasts will be chopped up and roasted for Thanksgiving feasts." The children stood still as tears filled their eyes. Then they clamored aloud in a chorus of cries. "Oh dear," cried McNugget, "now what shall I do?" So he dashed to the well, and the teacher went too. And they fetched some water fresh from the ground, in hopes that a swig might calm everyone down. And when they returned to quiet the matter, the children were calmer and mysteriously fatter. The boys and girls drank up their drinks in the hay, then thanked old McNugget and waddled away. They limped to the school bus all huffing and puffing. It's not easy to walk with hot turkey stuffing. And then as the school bus drove off in the night, McNugget looked round, not a turkey in sight. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and the stars up above shone down on a school bus abounding with love. The very next evening, 8 families were blessed with 8 fluffy Thanksgiving turkeys as guests. They feasted on veggies with jelly and toast, and everyone was thankful. The turkeys were most. So each one gave thanks for love and for living, and they all had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. The end. So now I have a song for you for Thanksgiving. Turkey dinner, gather round, gather round. Who will get the drumstick? Yummy, yummy drumstick. All sit down, all sit down. Cornbread muffins, chestnut stuffing, pudding pie, 1 foot high. All of us were thinner until we came to dinner. Me, oh my, me, oh my. So I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Are you ready for our goodbye song? Wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. I will see you next week. Bye.